just busy cutting out parts. I often make them in two halves. This is 3mm beechwood, and I've cut these parts out, and I'm going to stick them together because it'll make them much stronger. And in this case, this is 10mm beechwood, and here I've got recesses in the I've cut, and when I glue them together, then there'll be a hole in the middle. I'll just cut them out and show you what I mean. First of all, you need to just cut the tabs. Usually cut fairly easily, as long as it's with the grain. When they're across the grain, it can be more difficult. There's one part. Cut the other one out. Quite easily in 3mm. Good. There's one set of parts. Let's just cut the other two out as well. Just put that out of the way. So again, with the grain, so pretty easy. I cut these so that the grain goes along the lengths there. These one as well. A little bit of sanding. Difficult to hold this thin wood, but that does that. And this one's got more to sand off. There we are. Sanding also gives you a nice surface to glue as well. Good, now I just need to apply the glue. This is PVA wood glue. I quite like this because it get it on your fingers and it comes off quite easily, but it bonds really well. They say it's stronger than the wood, and I'm sure they're right. Certainly very difficult to separate them once you've glued them. Pretty much impossible. Right, so there we go. This is for quiet contemplation of a sandwich. It's the it holds the little Geneva wheel. Right, so put it together. I suppose these little clamps, I bought these on eBay, quite a lot of them. Very useful. The only snag with them is that they just have a little bit of sideways pressure, and sometimes the bits move at first, so you've just got to be careful that you're getting them in the right place. You see that one's just moved over 0.5 millimetre, which makes a bit of a difference on this one. Right, there's that one clamped. See a little hole there, that's the guide hole. Well, I'll drill a bigger hole through there for the axle of the Geneva wheel. You've only got a couple of minutes before this thing glues tight, but yeah, I'm happy with that one. Just glue the other one now. Again, no problem doing it with my fingers because it'll just peel off. Good. Glue these two together just for strength. Clamp on, quite a few clamps here because this is quite a big pit and soft wood, thin wood rather, so it can bend a bit. That's quite at the end, a bit of pressure there. If you don't get it right in a couple of minutes, the glue semi-sets and then you don't get a very good bond, so you have to be fairly quick with it. Right, we'll just let those sit for a while. I actually did make a few minutes back in my first set. This is the first one. You see I've got the grain going lengthways on these bits so that they're good and strong. It's going to sit in there. It needs sanding down now, obviously. And there's it's the link between the cam follower and the head turner on Private Conversation. Again, needs sanding down now. And then 2 or 3 coats of varnish should do it. But good. There's those done.